Hello. So if you are tuning in and listening to Corks and Confessions podcast while on YouTube, yay! We're so happy to have you here. We understand that there is no video right now. We are having some technical difficulties that we are really trying to work out.
But if you miss our faces, follow us on all of our social media accounts. We're always posting behind the scenes content, really fun stuff. We have so much fun together and we want you to join in on the fun.
We are going to continue to post on YouTube if that's the way that you like to get your podcast. And we can't wait to have our videos back up and running.
And we will. We are working on it. Cheers.
Hey everyone, welcome back. You are listening to Corks and Confessions, where we pour a glass of wine and we also pour at our hearts. I am one of your hosts, Jeanette.
And I'm Phoenix. Welcome to our food and beverage episode. One of everyone's favorite topics.
Yeah, especially we're getting so close to the holidays. People got food and wine on the brain. For sure, don't you think?
Absolutely. I definitely have wine on my brain and in my gut.
We've got some fun confessions today. This is going to be a really fun episode, I think. My confession is I won't quit carbs.
That's such a good one.
I feel very passionate about that. I'm not quitting carbs.
It's like a religion.
Yeah, you can't make me.
It's like politics. It's like being a Republican.
Yeah, I get... Ouch.
It's like they don't budge, man.
Yeah.
They don't budge.
I feel pretty firm about how I feel about carbs. So
yeah,
they're not leaving my life. What's your confession?
My confession is there is no we in food.
Ooh, I like that one.
I think whether I like the food or not, I'm not sharing.
Yeah, it's not our food, it is my food. That's how you feel.
My food. It's my plate. Don't reach over. I will go to jail.
Get your fingers out of my food.
This is my space all around.
Right. That's funny. Wine for the day. What are we drinking?
In lieu of the holiday season.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I almost forgot what we're about to do right now.
We're about to pop
some bottles.
Pop in this bubbly called, I probably will say it wrong, Zonin Prosecco, which is, I started buying this as my preferred Prosecco.
Okay.
Because one of my girlfriends is from this town in Italy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so I started buying this one and it's very great. I love it.
Yeah, I do love a good Prosecco. There's something so celebratory about having like bubbles in your drink. It feels like the holidays.
You feel glamorous.
Should we pop it?
We shall. We're gonna scare Shoshana, but that's okay.
For
Shoshana is my cat. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Please introduce Shoshana.
Shoshana is this beautiful little kitty cat. She is a rescue and she is so adorable.
She is.
She's a little black kitty. She is a princess and she almost looks like a little teacup kitty cat. It's like she's a kitten and never quite became a cat.
Yeah,
she's like always a kitten.
Yeah. Probably because she had 5 babies. When she was a kitten.
Oh, yeah.
Poor baby was stunted. And Toothless is my other rescue, and he loves her.
Yeah, they look like brother and sister, and they're so cute, and they run and chase each other, and it's adorable.
Yes, we love them. Okay, so Zonin, do you want to pop this bottle, or do you want me to?
How do you feel about popping the bottle?
I feel like I can try 2 seconds, and then I'll give up.
We're doing this live.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yes, we are doing this live, so cover your ears. It might be loud. We don't know. Okay. Ready? Mm-hmm. Celebration 2023
to 2024, baby.
Oh, it's coming.
Shoshana is looking at us like, what in the crazy bitches is this?
Oh, I love that sound. I just realized how much I love that sound.
I do too. Should we pour some too?
We shall pour some.
Okay,
pour me.
Is that enough? Tell me when it's enough.
It's never enough. Okay, that's good.
So cheers.
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 I love bubbles.
It's so good. It's so crisp. It's clean. It's a teeny bit sweet, but not too sweet.
Yes. It's
Ugh.
delicious.
I could eat
love
a
it.
good eggs Benedict with this. This is like a very brunchy, like prosecco, don't you think?
Oh, now I want to go for brunch.
It's
Now
so
talking about
good.
food episode. That I do love. I love brunch.
I do. Who doesn't love brunch?
Yeah.
Hello. So this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to do like a round robin with you.
What is a round robin?
Round robin basically means like I'm gonna fire questions. We're both gonna answer.
Oh, okay.
So just like first thing that comes to your head as far as like food or beverage.
Food
okay?
or beverage.
Yeah, this could be a food or beverage option. And I encourage everyone who is listening to like play along. Okay, question 1. What is the weirdest food that you enjoy?
Oh, wow.
Or beverage. Weirdest food. Like other people are like, I can't believe that you eat that.
Holy molies.
Yeah. I have one right off the bat.
Oh, I feel like I had to prep for this. Let me think. You answer.
Okay, so my weirdest food, there's this food that we make in Minnesota, and maybe it's just in my family, but it's called pickle-lickies.
Oh, what?
I know, exactly. I know.
Pickle-lickies?
Otherwise known as pickle roll-ups. If you don't like pickles, you might like this.
I love pickles.
If you like pickles, you're going to like it. If you don't like pickles, you might like it. So it is pickles, cream cheese, and then it's wrapped in like ham or turkey.
Oh, okay. Well, I would like it without
The ham or turkey?
Yes.
Yeah. Just
But-
pickles and cream cheese with like onion, like powdered mixed in there. It's so good.
You are
It's like salty. Like, and I know you love salty food.
I'm like going to the store tomorrow to buy this.
Yeah. Pickles, cream cheese with like onion dressing in there. It's
Onion, like onion powder?
yeah, you know the onion powder soup mix?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
think
mix
so.
it in with the cream cheese and then you eat it with pickles.
What?
It's like a pickle dip.
And you know Trader Joe's has actually an excellent vegan cream cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
so there you go. You can make it
Excellent.
vegan.
I'm excited now.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to come back to. Gosh, a weird food.
Yeah, weird, strange, crazy, weird food.
Strange, crazy, weird food. I feel like I really have to come back to that question.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, right?
It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, favorite fruit.
Oh, any melon, watermelon,
Same.
honeydew melon,
Same.
cantaloupe.
I could not get enough, like, between watermelon and cantaloupe. Like, I could just live off that.
You
I
know-
wish it was in season all the time. The best time to eat melon is in the summer.
Really, I didn't know that.
Otherwise, you're getting it from some faraway place that they're growing it.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, I try to eat foods that are in season,
Yeah, it's
Here-
very important to do.
but
It's true.
it's not, you
It's
know.
hard.
Sometimes you want watermelon in December.
Yeah, especially in California because you don't know this
Yeah.
heat. But
That's it.
actually, I do have a gripe. The one thing when I moved to the States,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, where the heck does the word cantaloupe come from? Everything is melon, and then we have cantaloupe,
Oh, that's true.
That's another
Watermelon,
story.
cantaloupe.
honeydew melon. Where I remember when I was like melon, a melon, like melon.
Yeah.
Like, speaking to people, and they're like, "Oh, you mean cantaloupe?" I was like, "What?
It doesn't actually make sense.
A what?
A cantaloupe?
A
What?
melon, a cantaloupe." Anyway,
English doesn't always make sense. Like ever, actually. Okay. Favorite snack at home? Like, what are you pulling out of the cabinet?
oh man, I can eat chips and salsa like it's no one's business, but that's why I don't buy it.
Yeah, me too. I try
don't
not to
buy it.
buy like snacks like that. But if I'm going on a road trip, okay, so let's say me and you are going on a road trip somewhere and we stop at the gas station. What are you going to pick from the gas station, like to snack on in the car? I already know what I'm going to get.
Okay,
I'm either
you
going to
can
get,
answer.
I'm either going to get like Cheetos or popcorn, something cheesy or like some kind of popcorn because that's like, I like salt stuff. So.
Yeah, freaking Doritos.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
any kind of Doritos, I
Okay.
will inhale.
Okay.
Yeah.
If there was a beverage that you could not live without, like from here on forward, there's something you can't ever drink again, what would it be? Would it be wine or what would it be?
This may sound cheesy, but I have such a strong connection to wine, red wine specifically. that I would be, and this is not alcoholism, all right? I have such a bond with having a glass of red wine. Like, I would cry if someone said I couldn't have it
red
ever
wine.
again.
I don't actually think I have one. Like, if someone was like, you can never have red wine again,
You'd be okay.
I think I would be okay. But I definitely have something like if it just got wiped off the face of the earth and I never got to drink it again, I'd be like, cool.
Yeah.
Good with that. Orange juice.
Or, like, you wouldn't care if
I
orange
would
juice?
not care if orange juice just disappeared off the
Really?
face.
Because you don't like it?
I
or-
don't like orange juice.
Oh, it's so healthy for you.
It's-
Pure orange juice.
It's nasty.
Really?
I
So we
don't like
cannot
it.
have mimosas?
Oh, I can have mimosa as long
Yeah.
as it's like mostly champagne.
Uh-huh.
With like a tiny, like a little
Splash.
a splash.
Of orange.
I wouldn't.
Do you like oranges?
Yes.
Like you will cut
But
up
orange-
an orange and eat it?
Yeah. But it doesn't taste the same once people. It gets weird looking. When you actually squeeze a real orange, the juice does not look like the stuff in the carton that they sell.
That's the thing. That's different. So when I went to Paris, that was the best orange juice I've ever. I watched them just stick a full orange. I
Into, like, a
watched
juicer?
the thing disintegrate into the bottle they were giving me,
Oh wow.
and that was
I
amazing.
will say, yeah, like when I went to Costa Rica, best fruit juices I ever had. Huh? Yeah, I just never had such fresh fruit juice, and it tasted like real juice.
So maybe it's the
So-
carton stuff. Maybe we have to explore.
I don't know. I also like it. Just gives me like a little tiny bit of a gag.
You just don't like it.
just
Just,
don't like
get
it.
rid of orange juice, okay?
Yeah. But keep the oranges. You just have
Keep
to
the
eat-
oranges.
yeah,
Just
keep the
don't
oranges.
squeeze them.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so takeout. What is your go-to takeout meal? Like you're gonna have a night in alone, maybe, or with whoever, and you're gonna order takeout. What is it?
Burritos. Easy.
Okay.
Because like you can say so many things, but like I think about pizza tastes good, not healthy though, so you're gonna feel like crappy. And then you can get ramen, but it might be cold. Like so all these things. But
yeah.
like
Does it travel well?
does it travel well? Are they gonna be late? Is it gonna get soggy? So I feel like a burrito you can really customize and and have it be like for the most part perfect when it arrives. I'm such a control freak.
I've never heard anyone describe like I can customize my burrito. And it arrives. It is palatable. And it is not too cold nor too warm.
But even if it's in the middle, like the temperature
still
wise,
tastes okay.
it's still good.
Yeah.
The only thing is like when people don't know how to make burritos and you have like one ingredient at the top, one ingredient in
Yeah,
the
they
middle.
don't mix. There's not a
They don't
good
roll them
mix.
well, but
Yeah.
it's still good.
It's
You
still
can't
like
go wrong.
it's still a burrito.
It's still a burrito. So
I would have to say I love Thai food.
yeah.
And I feel like Thai food
like Thai
travels
food.
well.
You do?
I do because I feel like if you get like a noodle dish, whether it's like semi-warm or hot, it still tastes good.
Really?
I do believe that, yeah.
I love my warm noodles. I think that's probably why.
I see. I don't mind eating cold
You don't
food.
like. I remember so many years ago, and I don't know why we talked about this, but so many years ago, I asked you if you preferred cold food or hot food, and you said, "I think cold food," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I don't remember you reacting that way.
I remember the conversation exactly.
Yeah, like I don't mind pulling food out of the fridge and just eating it as is.
Yeah.
If it's flavored really good, it'll taste good hot or cold. That's what I think.
That's true. I don't mind it either. But if something is supposed to be hot, I need it hot.
Yeah, I can see that. Like I probably wouldn't like eat tomato soup cold,
Hey,
but I might.
They have the Italian tomato soup with ice in it. What's it called? Gazpacho?
Gazpacho.
Is that
yeah.
Argentinian or Italian?
I actually don't.
I don't know either.
don't
Is
know
it
either.
Chilean? I
I'm
don't know.
not sure. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I guess I do prefer hot food, I guess is what I'm saying. So in my mind, when I think of a hot food like Thai,
You're like it should be warm.
I'm like, I want it warm.
Yeah,
And I don't
that
want
is
it hot
my
too.
go-to. That's definitely my go-to for
Yeah.
sure.
Huh.
Okay, so last last like question in this little round robin. Is there any food that you find like super cringy, or drinks that you find? Like I just told you my cringy thing, but I have another one that's worse than that. Lucky Charms, the cereal.
Really?
I can't stand Lucky Charms.
Wow.
I can't even be in the room if you're gonna eat them.
Really?
Really. It's the
Why?
marshmallows.
It's
just
the weird,
Oh.
really weird sugar marshmallow. You should see her reaction. I wish we had a video.
It makes my skin crawl. It gives me shivers up my spine.
Wow.
Hearing people crunch the marshmallows or like chewing on the marshmallows is so nasty to me.
That is so crazy because I love it. I mean, I don't love it, but I have fun memories of experiencing that crunch of the marshmallow.
Which is like my worst nightmare.
I mean, it is like eating cardboard. But
Part of me feels like if they ever did an episode on like one of those talk shows. This is Jeanette. She has a fear of Lucky Charms, and they bring out the Lucky Charms. I would be the woman running across the stage like
I'm done.
can't do
I
it.
quit.
I can't
I'm
do
sorry.
it. Yeah. And then I just found, so at Trader Joe's, my friend just bought these the other day. I had no idea.
Oh no.
There's meringues. You can buy little meringue.
That are like little Lucky Charms things?
They taste like Lucky Charms. They crunch like Lucky Charms. They're like little hard meringues, which is basically
No,
like egg
that's a-
white.
That's a thing. That's a dessert in like
Yeah, but
Italy.
these are like hard meringues.
Yeah, that's a thing.
You like them?
I do.
I hate them.
I mean, I don't like them, but like I'll have a bite and it's fine.
I tried one and I didn't know it was going to be crunchy.
Oh, so she does not like crunchy marshmallows. They're like a delicacy, I think, in some countries. The little meringues, the hard meringues.
Yeah, that's wow.
Oh
I
my
can pass. I can
God.
pass on that.
I love learning new things about people. That
What
I'm
about
close
you?
to.
Do you have any cringy foods or
I have
foods that you haven't ever tried before that you're like want to try or experiment with?
I can't think of any foods I would want to try, but I do have a food that I desperately want to like.
Oh. Okay.
I desperately want to like anchovies and sardines. And I
want to like them?
want to like them
Because
so
of their health benefits?
because
or
they're the amount of protein you can get in a tiny sardine.
Yeah.
Like you can eat 3, like I wish I can like plug my nose and just swallow them
Whole.
but even the thought of that I have them in my cupboard and I look at them and I'm like,
I know. I have an idea of how you can cook. I cook with those.
oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put that in my head. I'm just like picturing you.
No, what you do is you flake it. You flake it into
I
a
don't
sauce.
want to. No.
Why did you buy them?
I don't know because I want to. I want to try, but like,
You know what? You could get dried ones and just boil them. And turn
oh my God, stop talking.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long
Just
journey.
stop.
I know. If you were like, maybe if you just soak the marshmallows, I'd be like, no. I still know.
Maybe if
They're
you
Lucky Charms.
put them inside brownies.
No.
Like you see?
No. I get you. I feel you on that. Oh,
Fine.
that was funny. So, at the very top of the episode, we talked about what our confessions were. Mine was, I won't quit carbs. I'm very passionate about this.
Yes.
And as we get closer to the holidays and everything, there's going to be like a carb coma for a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's going to be mashed potatoes and breads and all kinds of desserts that have some sort of carbs. I don't want to get too deep. Like I have a very complicated relationship with food. It's a journey I'm still on. But I learned not that long ago that if I try to eliminate foods that I enjoy too much, I end up going in the opposite direction
For sure.
of where I want to be.
Yeah.
So I have to continue to enjoy the foods that I like and maybe find new ways to incorporate them that are going to be healthier for me.
Yeah.
But me and my husband like tacos.
Yeah.
We're never not going to have tortillas in my house.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
and I tried the keto thing. It's not my thing. It's not my thing.
I don't believe in diets like that. I have very strong beliefs in other sorts of food, clean and ethical and stuff, but like restricting yourself. I was very strict vegan for many, many, many years, like annoyingly vegan. I'm sorry to everyone in my life, including you at
What do you
that
mean by
time.
annoyingly?
I mean, like, I wouldn't touch anything. I wouldn't, like, I would ream the waiter down or waitress. If anything had dairy, like, I was just paranoid for so many years.
Okay.
Now
But-
I just,
Okay.
I feel like there's a balance and you do your best. And I just try to be as ethical and clean as possible. So, going into restricting yourself, I feel like the balance is the key of life. Like, I don't feel like you should restrict something that you love. I feel like exactly like you said,
You should figure out a way to.
figure out a way how to enjoy, appreciate, and love what you're consuming in the taste and the moment, and then,
Go from there.
and then go from there.
Finding a balance. I think you said it like perfectly. Life is so hard to balance, but we try our best. And yeah, that's what I found. If I change my lifestyle, it's a lot easier than deciding that I'm just going to take out an entire group of foods.
Yeah.
I can do that,
Yeah.
but I can find better ways. And maybe, I try not to eat too many carbs at night. And then on the weekends, I'd maybe take it easy a little bit. If we're going out, especially to a friend's house and they're grilling, I'm not going to say, can you make me something different than what you're serving? Something like that. So, yeah, it's a balance, but I just won't quit carbs and they
No.
won't quit me, okay?
Yeah. But but going off of that, the keto and the diet thing, it's like, it's so healthy to have every sort of food,
Yeah.
like protein, like starch, like
Yeah.
even sugar. It's okay.
It really is. So what about your confession? There is no we in food. Do tell. What is happening?
Oh man,
What's going on?
I just feel like I'm a very bad sharer. Like when I have my plate and I'm hungry and I have an appetite, like just don't come near me. I don't like to share food. And I know we were talking about earlier this video about this girl who was crying about sharing her fries, and
Her French fries.
I can totally relate
Oh my
because
gosh.
I don't care if I have 200 fries of me and I'm only gonna eat 5. Do not reach for my fries.
This video that we're talking about, I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was a while ago, but it went viral. She asked her boyfriend if he wanted anything to eat at this restaurant, and he said no. And then when they sat down and she had her food, he grabbed her fries. And she was like, "No, sir. I asked you if you wanted food and you said no. Don't be trying to eat my fries." He's like, "I'm just eating 2 fries." "Yeah, but I asked you if you wanted your own. These are my fries."
But I so agree with her, like so hard.
That's my food.
That is my food.
Yeah. So here's one thing I will say. You are, because I've been to your like parties, like dinner parties, and you're very open with your household and sharing of food. So it's only when it's like planned.
When it's
sharing.
planned.
It has to be
Exactly.
like a planned shared event.
It is a planned shared event. If you and I are just hanging out, I don't like right now having dinner, like don't. Well, no, actually this is planned, so that's different.
Yeah.
But yes, in general, planned. I'm very giving, like have all the food,
Yeah.
have all the wine. I'm going to buy stuff for you. But if we're like having a casual takeout and like I have fries, don't
touch my
them.
fries.
Don't touch my fries.
How do you feel about people coming into your house and just like going into your fridge and like grabbing food?
So if it's planned,
Absolutely.
if it's planned, great. I'm prepared. Like I'm prepared emotionally, maybe
Yeah.
not even cupboard wise, but emotionally, I know this is happening.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I'm like, I feel like I would be okay with it. Maybe I've never had anyone do that to me, so I don't know.
I got in a fight with one of our friends.
Really?
Maybe I should. Yes, I got in a big debacle. Because he would come over and just go into my fridge when I lived with an ex of mine and
Just eat your food?
just help himself
Oh.
to alcohol, to food. And I remember just like, I was like trying to figure out the kindest way. But I feel like when you try and figure out the kindest way to say it for so long, it's just gonna come out terrible. And it did.
It probably festered for too long.
It did. And we had an all out thing. And I think we lost our friendship for about a year or so until I could maturely explain where I was coming from.
Right.
That is not a part of me. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But
Pretty bold, though.
But it's his fault.
I mean, I feel like the people that I have at my house, actually, I remember an episode of Married at First Sight that happened.
Oh, yeah?
Like, yeah, one of the ladies, I remember this specifically, like, they had a party at the house, and she had prepared food and put it on the counter, and then one of the friends of the new husband that she has went in the fridge and started eating food that was, like, not on the counter. Like, yeah, she was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, no.
He was like, "Oh, I was just hungry." And she's like, "There's a taco bar right here, sir.
Yeah.
Why are you eating the bologna and the bread?" And
Those are things you plan, okay? You plan.
she
well,
was
you
just
bought
like
those
unprepared
things.
for it. She was like, "Do your friends do that?" He's like, "Yeah, my friends come over and they eat whatever." And she was
could
like,
never.
"I'm not cool with that."
No, I could never.
I'm cool with it. I probably wouldn't care. Help yourself. I'm also the type of person, like, if someone just shows up, I'm like making stuff for you. Like, are you hungry? Do you want this? Do you want that? I put out snacks.
Yeah.
I'm not hungry, Jenna. Here's some more food. Would you like to eat? I remember my grandma was like that. Like, I would go visit my grandma, and the minute you step in her house, she would have a pot of coffee. She'd have a fresh loaf of bread. She'd had, cookies and this and that kind of like laid out for you. So I think I kind of get that from her. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
I don't feel like I've had anyone in my life to make me the way I am. And trust me, I try.
Yeah.
I try.
You don't
Like,
have to.
Be sharing. Be
don't have to.
giving.
Well, why
without
not?
planning.
Oh, okay.
Like I know that I am that way when I plan something.
You don't have to, though. That's okay.
Yeah. Maybe I feel insecure about it, but
Yeah, you don't have to. Who says you have to do that?
yeah, that's true.
I mean, I have friends that if I go over, I don't feel like I can just go into their fridge and rummage around. And I have some friends where I know they won't care. I think it just depends on what makes you comfortable. And I think that's okay. You can do you.
I guess too. I guess because I plan I plan everything that I do. Like I have a purpose for everything I buy
Yeah.
and everything I do in every moment of my time.
So you're like, that salmon that was in the fridge that's marinating.
Like
Who am I kidding? I'm acting like you have salmon marinated.
No, but I have salmon frozen.
Yeah.
And I have salmon in cans that I can't open.
Right. But you have a plan for the food that is there.
I have a plan.
Yeah. You're very organized,
I am.
detail.
Maybe to a fault, but yeah, I am.
Yeah. Okay. So I would like to get into comfort foods because that is kind of like a key word. I feel like with the holidays, with the new year, it can be sometimes a lonely time.
Yeah, I agree.
As far as me and my husband, we lived in different places and we didn't always have family to go to for the holidays. A lot of times, sometimes he had to work. So it was just like me for most of the day until he came home or whatever. So it would just be us. So
Let's say I've worked almost every single holiday.
yeah, you're a nurse, so you're busy. And comfort foods is one of those ways that I always felt like I could be connected to some kind of tradition, because we've created our own tradition over the years of things that we like to do. We try to switch it up and be different.
Oh.
But there is something that, like, at every Thanksgiving and every Christmas that we had, it was called green bean casserole, which is like green beans, cream of mushroom soup with this fried onion, crunchy stuff on top. Mm-hmm. If you ever been to Minnesota, we got a lot of casseroles.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've had it somewhere.
Probably
before.
have. There's versions of it everywhere. I mean, you don't ever see French fried onions until like November. I don't know why that is. They don't sell that stuff.
Really?
It's like never at the store. You can't ever find them.
Interesting.
And then all of a sudden, there's like a whole aisle of
During Thanksgiving.
yeah, like French fried onions. You can find them everywhere. They're everywhere and they're on every corner during the holidays. So
They're from last year.
I would make that for my friends or my family sometimes. or not my family, my husband. We are a family, I guess. But
Yes.
yeah,
No,
so I would
guess, of course.
recreate that kind of dish. And my cousin, who is gluten-free, she doesn't eat gluten. French fried onions are typically covered in some kind of batter, which makes them uneatable. So for years, she had to have like green bean casserole without the French fried onions, which is basically the best part of the whole dish.
Really?
That's why you eat it. Finally, they came up with a version of like gluten-free French fried onions. And so she could finally like make the dish. And then she fancified it by like adding, like making her own cream sauce and like recreating it.
Did you try it? Did you try her version?
Oh yeah, it's delicious. I don't know if I've ever tried her version of her cooking it because we're never together for the holidays, but she sent me her recipe, so I actually made her recipe and version of it. So yeah, it's like one of those things that will probably stick around, I hope.
Yeah, I do think there's a very warming, loving thing about having something just once a year or twice a year, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then that's it. I don't know what that's like, but I feel it from other people, and I can appreciate the whole
idea of
and the emotion and the love that goes into something like that.
Is there anything that you find, like a beverage, like a drink, or a smell or something that's associated that brings back memories or is comforting to you in some way?
Yeah. So I think I had a really hard time. I've always had a hard time with this question. And I actually, the reason I remember it now is I was talking about it in therapy not too long ago. A few months ago. I'm just remembering that I was reminiscing on this time. I would spend the night at my grandmother's house. My dad's mom, she passed away in 2017. And I loved, so my grandfather was a painter. I would smell paint all the time. It was like a very artistic home. My grandmother was a homemaker. I love my grandmother so much.
Is that here?
That was in Honduras.
In Honduras. Okay.
And I would spend the night at her house. And I remember very vividly waking up to the smell of coffee, even though I was young.
Yeah.
I was like 6 years old, 7 or whatever. And she would give me black café con leche. You know,
Amazing.
She'd have it ready for me. She would have these little baleadas, we call them in Honduras.
What are they like?
Baleada is like, it's a very distinctive tortilla, like an arepa, but not
So
like
it's
a tortilla,
some
arepa.
kind of pan or bread.
Some kind of like tortilla and
Like
bread, but it's like kind of thick and kind of toasted, but it's very, very distinct.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to try that.
Yeah, we have to go to a Honduran kitchen here with mantequilla, which is like
Butter.
it's like no, it's not like butter. It's also very distinct cream.
Okay.
Like how you would define Alfredo sauce, like how that's very distinctively
Okay.
a cream sauce. This is mantequilla is like a very distinct, and every country has it,
A different type of mantequilla.
and every country tastes different.
Oh, that's really cool.
So it would be like a tortilla like that, mantequilla with like eggs and frijoles and beans, and she would just have that ready for me. So in the morning, as soon as I rolled out of bed, I would smell all that.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, and I have very vivid memories of that, and that is the only that's the main thing that comes to my head when I can think of what a comfort food feels like.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy how certain smells can like literally trigger and bring you back somewhere.
I'm so passionate about smells.
Yeah, she definitely is. She's just very passionate. I remember I went and visited, there's a place, I went to go visit a friend. Where were we? It was one of those upper north New England cities. Baltimore, yes, thank you. I was in Baltimore, and my friend lived in literally like the oldest part of the city. And anytime you stepped out of her apartment, it smelled like fresh baked bread. So every morning when I stepped out and I smelled, it reminded me of my grandma. I was like, oh, I wish I could just smell this forever. Oh my gosh. It just literally brings you back to like, it takes you back. It really does.
So when my grandmother passed in 2017, I frantically searched for a Honduras kitchen here in LA, and I hadn't been to one in years, and I didn't even know if it was authentic, but I just searched for the closest one because I was just wanted to be close to her, close to home.
The
The feeling, even if they weren't, like, I didn't even know, so I just Googled it, and there was one in Sherman Oaks. And when I got there, as soon as I walked in, I was like, this feels like home. And like they gave me the plate. And actually, I was a very strict vegan at the time.
Really?
But I wanted to feel her. I wanted that experience. So I told myself
to her.
I was going to just enjoy it. And I did. And it was beautiful. Aww. We should go. We got to go back. We have to go together.
Oh, that makes my heart happy. Which kind of brings us up to our next, like, the food memory.
Yeah, the food memory.
So that's a beautiful, like, even, like, I literally was there in your little casita. Like, I was just imagining all the things.
I can't wait till we go.
I know. Me too.
I would love to share that with you.
So I have a kind of a distinct food memory. We had a hunter in my family. I know. People have feelings about it.
That's another
That's
topic.
how I grew up. So anyways, so my uncle would leave for weekends to go hunting. And on those particular weekends, it was just like my aunt and my cousins. So it was like it's just like a girl weekend. And my aunt would make us a dish called creamed tuna on toast, which I have told several friends about this. And all of them kind of give me the face like, huh? What? What is that? What? Creamed tuna on toast. And it's basically tuna with a creamy sauce, which you put on toast. It's very simple. It's
creamy tuna.
Creamy tuna on toast. Cream of tuna on toast. And my aunt, if she's listening, she knows she's not Chef Boyardee. There's some things that she can make really well. She can make a really mean gravy, and she can make a really good cream tuna on toast. And her roast beef is pretty delicious. So yeah, I just have this memory of like feeling like this was a really special meal with just us girls around the table and sharing in this like secret meal of us women together eating. And
I think that's so special. Maybe she didn't even realize she was creating such a core memory.
One of my core memories
of this experience. Maybe she was just like, oh, I'm just going to make this at this time. But you were creating it as a young girl of like this girl time special thing. And you liked it. And it's delicious. You can't find it anywhere else.
No one else makes it.
I think that is so special.
Yeah. And so I've actually never tried to make it myself. I always feel like it has to be made by her.
I'm forcing you to make it for me.
She did give me the recipes, so maybe I actually could make it for you, and you can try it.
I will be here with my fork and my knife, waiting.
Yeah. Wow, that the time literally flew by so fast.
It did, and I was worried. I was worried. We've talked about. I was worried I was not going to have much to say.
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot.
What?
So I figured if we're going to be talking about food and beverages, we drink all the time on here.
Yeah, that's true.
But we hardly ever eat anything. So I found these the other day.
Oh, yes. We almost forgot.
So I found this the other day. And I had no idea if you had ever had these before or not. So I figured we could retry them again. These are Pop Rocks.
I love this. So I remember in high school, I watched that movie. Remember where it's like the scary movie where someone has Pop Rocks and soda and they die or something, and it's like a scary thing.
Oh,
do you remember that movie?
Yeah, it was like myth something.
I don't know, but that's how I know Pop Rocks.
I remember eating these as a kid. They're so much fun. Are fun. I didn't know if you'd ever had these before.
I did. After that movie, I was like, what are they? God, I can't Spencer's sold Pop Rocks. I was not allowed to go to Spencer's, but I did.
We're gonna try some Pop Rocks. I literally haven't had these since I probably was maybe 10 years old.
It's been a long.
Didn't know they even made these anymore.
Yeah,
but they do.
I'm very excited.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
What flavor do you have?
I have tropical punch, and this is the flavor I want. So don't take it.
There is no weed in food.
There's no weed in food. I got what I like.
Okay, and I got strawberry. Okay, so cheers.
Cheers. Why am mine popping yet? Yeah. Hello?
Oh. Yeah, popping.
I got it.
Mine were just so loud.
Why is it extra loud?
We've had lots of bubbles. We've had Prosecco and
And
now
Pop Rocks.
Pop Rocks.
I'm so happy right now.
I know, I feel like a kid.
Me too.
They don't taste like strawberry.
Do you guys hear that?
What does it taste like?
It tastes like super artificial sugar and water.
Absolutely. It tastes like sweet. Just tastes like sweet. Strawberry, not so much. Definitely sweet.
But I love it.
my
I
God,
absolutely love it.
You know what I loved?
What?
This freaking podcast today.
Me too.
It was really fun.
It was fun. Oh, now I can hear it. Big time.
Yeah. So I just want to say, we're getting into the holiday season. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your fellow neighbor. We're so excited and so happy to be a part of your lives. It really does feel kind of like a privilege that we get to talk and share our stories and hear your stories too. So I have gotten messages from friends that have been listening. And
Me too.
It's so encouraging and it makes me feel so good to know that you're enjoying what we do. So
And
thank
this
you.
is this is why we do it. We really love connecting and telling our truths.
Yeah. That's what it's about. I cannot wait for 2024.
It's gonna be our year, and it's gonna be your year too. Okay.
Amen.
Everyone listening.
So cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to all of our loves, everything we pour our hearts into, we pour our glasses into,
Yes.
and all of our passions and love for each other and love for everything we talk about, all of our
Dreams and goals.
dreams and goals and topics and all of our listeners
Yes. You deserve it.
because you deserve it. Yeah.
I love that.
My mouth is still popping.
I know, mine
My
too.
throat is popping.
And your tongue is blue.
Ah, yay!
It's like partially blue. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so you're notified of when our new episodes drop, which is every other Friday.
And please don't forget to follow us at Corks and Confessions on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube for all the visual fun stuff.
Yeah,
that
we really do like to have fun and be silly, and we have fun together.
Yes.
We can't help it.
We really can't.
So I want to wish everyone a very happy holiday season, a happy new year. We'll be back, and to Bad Bitches in Progress.
Bad mission progress.
Amen.
Men.